EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is expanding across borders as we join you from Munich, Germany and fabled Allianz Arena. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
This is brought in at the 21. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their 2nd-year quarterback now, the number 1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Young. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Young to throw on 4th. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Brooks. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher hitting a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20 plus. Big time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In motion, Slayton. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Caleb Chason. He's the one that drops in this go-around of that pass rush. Getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Jones. An injury stoppage, and it looks like, yeah, it's the quarterback, Daniel Jones, receiving some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup lock. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lock now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now is Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get... Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Now Young, and he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Young working out of the gun. Escaping the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will be incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Gano's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, ready?
Young.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready. 52 blaster. Set hut.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On the ready.
Damn,
52.
Here we
go.
Young will set to throw. Rolling to his left.
Damn.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here's Brooks.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
This is a crazy fucking game. Way this is
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try to steal this win away. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. So now Jones and the Giants down by 1. A little under 50 seconds to go. Jones, how will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. To throw is Jones. Into the hands of Singletary. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jones. flush to us, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jones.
That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
It's
a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial